Welcome, everybody, to WXOU's broadcast of Oakland University Club Football, right here on 88.3 FM WXOU. I'm Giovanni Moceri, here for play-by-play, and to my side, a former member of the Golden Grizzlies Club Football team, Jacob Virostick, will be providing the color. Jacob, how are we feeling today?
Feeling great. It's a great time for some football. Beautiful day, football weather, 7 o'clock kickoff, first game of the year. It's awesome.
Definitely, and it is a cool 63 degrees, and it is dropping quickly here in Rochester Hills. So the game today, it's not only is it the season opener, not only is it at home, but it's against great rival Ohio State. So like I mentioned, you played on the team before, so kind of talk to me about the rivalry. Why is this so important, aside from it being the home opener?
These two teams, two of the best teams in the NCFA of all time. Ohio State has won 2 national titles. Oakland, 2 national titles as well, 4 apiece. 2021, Ohio State won the national title. 2019, Ohio State won the national title. 2022, they went to the national title. However, they lost to Gordon State 35-15. So definitely they want their revenge for that. Oakland, they won the national title in 2016 as well as 2014. So these two teams have such storied progress for this. It's a very big game for these two teams. They know success. They know it well. And they want to start out the season very, very good.
And the players of Oakland University are taking the field, getting ready for kickoff. Oakland University has won the coin toss and has chosen to receive as we get ready for kickoff in just a few minutes here on WXOU. And Jacob, so kind of talk to me about the NCFA as a whole. Some of us listening might not know the National Club Football Association, so kind of lay the roadmap for them. Kind of how is it structured? Where does Oakland fit in it? And kind of give some context for that.
Yeah, so the NCFA, it's club football for every university. The teams that play for it, they have to sponsor themselves. The players pay their dues. No scholarships. The NCFA goes from Michigan up to the east, down to Georgia, to the south. So it's really a grind for these teams. These are the players that didn't want to play to Division I schools, didn't want any offers, or just found that this university had a football team. So it means a lot for these players to get their chance to prove themselves, especially on a spotlight like this today, the first game of the year. Very, 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 very jittery for people down there, especially against Ohio State. Like I said, very storied program, as they have their own D1 team. So for them, for Ohio State, a lot of these guys that are playing right now either had a chance to play on the D1 team, either didn't get the chance or didn't want to wait. So here they are today.
As we get ready for kickoff, Ohio State, Zach Hayes for the kick. Getting ready to receive is number 4, Jaheim Frazier. And the kick is off, and we are underway here at Oakland University. Frazier gets the ball. He's got blockers up front. He's going towards the left. A path is being cleared here as he gets down at the 32-yard line to give Oakland University good field position. And here come the Golden Grizzlies of Oakland University. And Jacob, like you were mentioning, this is a second chance for those who thought that their careers were going to be over after playing high school football, after perhaps not having the success they like at a Division III school or anything like that. So for these players, this means so much to them. And the fact that it's called club football is almost an oxymoron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a lot of these players, like I said, they didn't have the chance to go somewhere and play college, or they didn't want to travel far away, so they came here. They paid their dues, and now here they are.
Oakland University, the offense is ready to go. 3 wide receivers to the right. Jaheim Frazier at quarterback. Running back Miguel Garcia to his right as a whistle is blown to pause the play. As the referee is having a conversation with his coworker, the other referee, as we're getting ready to figure out what is delaying the action here at Oakland University. And a Golden Grizzlies chant has started swiftly and suddenly from the Oakland University Club dance team here to support their Golden Grizzlies. And it seems the issue is being sorted out here on the field.
Oh, I know these two teams are ready to go at each other. These are two bitter rivals, and they don't like each other very much. So
foaming at the mouth.
They're ready to get at it.
Yeah, I was there after their practice on Thursday. They were talking. I can't repeat it on air, but they were talking as we're getting ready for play here at Oakland University. Number 2, Quan Thompson, running back beside number 4, Jaheim Frazier. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. As we get ready for action here, shotgun formation. Here's a snap to Frazier. It's a handoff to Thompson. Thompson to the right. He gets around the edge just a little bit, and he's getting 5 yards into the sideline for a big gain.
That's a good run right there. You want to start out the game like that, 5 yards. That's good to start off with that.
And we're now at 2nd and 7. Or forgive me.
Second down, 7 to go for the Grizzlies.
So Oakland's going to have a little bit of trouble today with the offensive line. The defensive line of Ohio State definitely a little bit bigger than them, but I would say Oakland's, they have experience. They're ready for they're ready for this. They prep for it. So I know those boys up front, they're ready to hit.
And we're here at 2nd and 7. Frazier, shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right, same formation as before. Here's a shotgun snap. It's a screen pass, but Ohio State was able to sniff that out. Number 25 for Ohio State was able to get on the ball before the receiver had a chance to get going with it. Number 25, that's Joseph Umba for Ohio State.
Now, screen plays like that, you want to block. That was the case there. They did not block at all.
As we're getting ready, 3rd and 7 for the Golden Grizzlies on the opening drive of opening night in Rochester Hills. Golden Grizzlies are going with the same formation. Go black, go gold. It roars through the crowd. Here's a shotgun snap, and Jaheim Frazier is rolling out to his right. Incomplete pass as he's getting it, trying to get the ball to number 84, Nate Woolley. Pass is incomplete, and it's going to bring out the punt unit.
That's the Ohio State experience right there. Those big boys, they want to rush. They're all ready to hit.
It was a designed rollout play. Jaheim Frazier immediately going to his right. Pass was a little bit low to the ground, and Woolley was not able to get underneath it. Not sure if that would have been a first down if he were able to catch it on the ground.
No, that was a little low.
And the punt unit is ready to go. Josh Rubin punting for the Golden Grizzlies. Set to receive for Ohio State is number 1, Jalen Haley. And trouble with the snap here as number 24 for the Golden Grizzlies, Joseph Norman, had to get on top of it as the snap was off center, or it was off target.
That's not what you want first game of the year to set a snap off like that. That's going to give Ohio State great set of downs right here, great field position.
Yeah, on Oakland University's 13-yard line is where they're going to start their offensive assault here.
The ball might be a little wet due to the rain today.
That is true. Not only is it a bit chilly, a bit 63 degrees, it is cloudy and the drizzle is coming through. I guess just enough to get some slick on the ball. And here come the Buckeyes on offense. Not much to go left. Ohio State, 2 receivers to the left. 2 running backs. And we got motion across. And they run it up the gut, around the left corner. And a big hit from the running back. That's number 7, Zach Hayes.
That's that big boy football right there. Like I said, they want to hit, they want to play. Ohio State's ready for that.
Getting ready for 2nd down here. It was an impressive run. We had motion from number 1 on Ohio State going to the right, but the play was designed to go the opposite way. So it's a misdirection from Ohio State's offense. And we're getting ready, 2nd down on the 7-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Single back and a single receiver to the left. Number 5, Spencer Moore, drops back to pass, looks for it, throws it, and that is a touchdown for Ohio State. To number 1, Jalen Haley.
That is not a good way to start the season if you're Oakland right there. That's the worst thing that you could possibly imagine. Trouble with the snap right there on the punt, and then Ohio State scoring just in 3 plays.
Not what the Golden Grizzlies were expecting. Like you mentioned, a botched snap. Gave a quick 6 points to the Buckeyes as they get ready to kick. Number 35, Dan Reeve. Kick is up. Kick is good for the extra point. We're at 7-0 to start off the game. Ohio State lead with 13:04 left to go in the first quarter. Action has been getting going quick for Ohio State. And we saw last year, 54-10 was the final score in favor of the Buckeyes. Oakland University is going to have to dig deep to dig themselves out of a 7-point deficit. Although, with that being said, plenty of game left.
There's plenty of game left, but Ohio State is known for getting out these fast leads. If you're Oakland, that's what you don't want them to do. You want them to slow the game down. They have speed. They know what to do. They're very experienced. They know football very well. I'm not saying Oakland does not, but like I said, it's already 7-0. There's 13 minutes to go in the first quarter. You don't want the runner-up national title contenders score within the first 2 minutes of the game. That's what just happened. So Oakland's going to want to find a way to slow the game down a little bit, hold on to the ball. If you're a long snapper, that's your worst nightmare, fumbling the ball on the first play of the game. You have one job, send it back there and block. And that's I know he's kicking himself over that.
Zach Hayes getting ready for the kickoff, going back to Jaheim Frazier, set to receive for the Golden Grizzlies. And the kick is up. The Golden Grizzlies are going to give this offense another try. And that is number 11 for the Golden Grizzlies, Miguel Garcia with the return. And he goes to the left, and he gets good yardage for it. It goes down at the 30. It goes down at the 28-yard line.
Here comes the offense right now, ready to get back out there.
7-point lead for Ohio State. Oakland University is going to have to do their best to tie it up and start back fresh. Get it back to an even playing field, and then the game really begins.
Exactly.
But you got to make sure you dig yourself out before you get too deep into a hole.
With the starting quarterback out for Oakland, it's not good with Jaheim Frazier playing right now, taking Evan Pletz's role.
Evan Pletz was a long-time starter for the Golden
Yes.
Grizzlies. It was a big part of their offense. Not only did he have a majority of the passing yards, but the rushing yards went towards him as well.
Yes.
So Frazier here filling in for Pletz. And a offsides by Ohio State. Mistiming the snap there is going to bring the Golden Grizzlies 5 yards forward.
That's discipline right there. You want to stay disciplined right there in the front. Watch the ball, watch your man. If they move, you move. You don't want to be the one jumping off sides. That means you're running at the practice next week.
We got PA announcer Dr. Nick Bongers on the microphone doing the old Kevin Beers. You can't do that.
First and 5 for the Grizzlies.
As the Golden Grizzlies getting ready for 1st and 5 here. 2 running backs, two Frazier, sides. 2 receivers each side. Ball snap. Given to Garcia. Garcia goes down in the backfield. Number 3, Tyler Beckman for Ohio State. Able to sniff that one out and get there quick. Oh, and we got some scuffle here on the
right
field.
here.
Helmets coming off.
Like I said, this is 2 teams that don't like each other, and they're hitting already. Oh, a flag is thrown as well. Flag was thrown.
Yeah, we saw number 55, Daniel Stankiewicz, talking a little bit of smack after the play, even going so far into the Oakland University huddle, talk a little bit of that smack. But
You know, head coach James Craig is not going to like that. He wants his players to stay disciplined in a rivalry game like this.
yeah, and there's a lot of game left. If you're Ohio State, the plan is to get them and to get them quick. If you're going to cost yourself, a first down, if you're going to cost yourself that kind of opportunity, then yes, the coach is not going to be very happy about that.
Not at all.
But the Golden Grizzlies are going to have to keep calm, cool, and collected, and make sure they don't make those mistakes as well. And the penalty will be called on Ohio State for the scuffle. We got a big gain. It's going to bring up a first down for the Golden Grizzlies. All the way at the 42-yard line. Or pardon me, the 38-yard line.
New set it down for the Grizzlies. That's what you want right there.
Got a chance with good field position to start fresh. And it's like a new drive right now. It's like you just got it, and you're getting ready to roll here. 2 running backs, 2 Frazier sides. 1 receiver to each side. In shotgun formation. Here's a snap. And Frazier's going to take it. Design run play. He gets around the edge. He finds some space. And gets tackled up by some of the Buckeyes for a 6-yard gain.
That's a good gain right there to keep. Jaheim is known for running. He's very, very good athlete, very versatile. We more talking on the sidelines over there of Ohio State and Oakland. These teams do not like each other. The rivalry is real. This is going to be a great game.
I'm sure after every snap, there's a few words exchanged.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Talking to offensive coordinator, to Billy Fefroff for the Golden Grizzlies, talking to him about the injury to Evan Pletz and how having Jaheim Frazier in is going to change the offense a little bit. You had some optimism saying that Frazier could even be almost a better athlete than Pletz, obviously with all due respect, but they think that it can use Ohio State's knowledge of Pletz's play style, how they like to run the plays. And with the new quarterback in, they can kind of use that mystery against them.
Oh, yeah. It's always nice to mix things up. Obviously, Pletz is a very great athlete, very good leader.
And here's a snap. Fakes the handoff to Garcia, but hands it off to... Can't quite see the number here for the Golden Grizzlies, but that's going to be a few yards of a gain for the Golden Grizzlies.
It's Ben.
It'll be Ben.
But like I said,
Ben Gills.
losing Evan Pletz, that's a big loss. 2-year starter, very good player, very good athlete, very great leader. He won the Great Lakes Conference Championship with Oakland in 21 his first year. Last year, and another great year. So losing him is a big loss to the team, not only in the quarterback role, but as a leader as well.
Head coach Brett Jacobs and staff are going to have to figure out a way to get this offense rolling. We're at third down here. Third and looks like 6. One receiver wide to the left, 2 running backs in shotgun formation to Frazier's side. Here's a snap. Frazier drops back. Frazier rolls to his right, evades defenders, and slides down. Not quite there for the first down. About 2 yards short, but he would have gotten hit pretty hard if he didn't go down in time.
A little like contact at the whistle there. Oakland coach is looking for a flag. Jaheim is slow to get up. Oh, there he goes.
Waiting for his teammate, but you got to be careful with those quarterback hits. If they're going to slide, then you got to let them. However, from the defensive side, you want that big hit on the quarterback if they're going to allow it.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to, as a defensive player, you want to hit him, but you want him to cost yourself a penalty. Hitting the quarterback's always the best feeling in the world.
Oh, I'm sure as a defensive player, you playing defensive end for Dakota High School for 4 years.
Yes,
you definitely know about hitting the quarterback.
It's a fun time. You just don't want to do anything too illegal.
And we're getting ready for fourth down. It's 4th and 2. Coach Jacobs and the Golden Grizzlies at their own 43-yard line. Shotgun snap, and the ball is fumbled. And they're still going for it around the 43-yard line. Waiting to see who has possession of the ball. Could it be another turnover for the Golden Grizzlies in their own territory? Perhaps a timeout is being called here. No, well, either way, they didn't make it to the first down for the Golden Grizzlies.
If you're Oakland right now, you're going to want to stop this heavy run game. We can see what the quarterback can do. But now you give them the ball on your side of the field. That's what you don't want. Fumble the ball right there.
Ohio State, 3 receivers to the left. Shotgun snap this, and they run it right away. But Oakland University's defender is able to nip that one in the bud.
Good tackle right there. As a defender, getting a tackle like that when the running back has a full head of steam, it's a great feeling saving a tackle like that.
Able to trip him up and tackle him low, or otherwise he could have been gone from the right side.
His defensive end's going to love him for that. He's going to say, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Getting ready, 2nd and 7. Ohio State shotgun formation, single running back to Moore's right. Motion to the left, shotgun pass. Rolling to his right, looking for an open receiver. Throws it. Is that complete? It looked like it hit the ground.
I believe that is a catch. Yes, the referees are calling it a catch.
And that's number 9, Zach Hayes, able to get the catch.
They do have some athletes, this Ohio State team. Like I said, they are very, very good.
And University knows football, and they know where to find him, too. That's a first down for Ohio State. 8:32 left to go, 7-0. Ohio State lead as they march down the Oakland territory. Here's a snap. Rolling to the left is Moore. Moore throws it to number 1, gets to Hayes, and is able to get it inbounds amongst contact.
Flag late in there.
Jalen Haley with the catch.
Might be a flag on Oakland right here. Maybe a late hit out of bounds. Late tackle.
It looked like the receiver caught it inbounds, and then there was some contact from the Grizzlies. It looked like it was all inbounds.
Yeah.
But a flag does still remain on the ground. 8:21 left in the first quarter, 7-0. Ohio State lead. Oakland looking to at least force a field goal to give themselves a better chance to start digging into the deficit. And another flag is thrown.
2 flags in a row here for Oakland. Looks like it's going to be against number 5.
There's some discussion between the player and the refs, and I'm not sure the refs are ready to hear it.
Hey, it's the refs' first game of the season as well. They need practice.
Waiting to see where the flags will result the ball. Some conversation trying to figure out how many steps from the original line of scrimmage the ball's going to go.
Coach Brett Jacobs is having a conversation right now with the referee, waiting to get an explanation as to why there was 2 flags thrown back to back.
Well, for now, the referee is going to put it at the 12-yard line in Oakland territory. As we're still hesitating to get the formation complete, it seems like the conversation is just about wrapped up. Coach Jacobs backing up back to the sideline. Be 1st and 10 for Ohio State. Player still looks like there's some conversation. Everyone's still ready to
Ball
getting
has not
ready
been
to be
set
set.
yet. Yes, play has not been run. The line judge is still talking to somebody of a sort. Can't tell from whom. Oh, now they're moving the ball up a little bit.
And it looks like either they're adding on that second flag that we saw earlier, or I don't see a new flag.
Must have been unsportsmanlike. Number 5, DJ Berlucci.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going to be on the 5-yard line regardless for Ohio State. 1st and goal. Spencer Moore with the shotgun snap. Hands it off to the left side. It looks like there's no room, and he goes out of bounds.
Good defense by the Golden Grizzlies right there.
Able to chase it to the left side. No gain.
They want to push him to the outside, wanted to stretch, and they couldn't get there. It's good discipline right there by the defense.
Ohio State's most likely going to be seeing points in this possession, whether Oakland can keep it to a field goal or it could be another touchdown
Definitely.
for Ohio State.
If you're Oakland, I mean, you definitely want to home to a field goal at this point. You don't want to do a 14-0 lead first quarter.
Yeah, and here's where penalties, there is no good place for a penalty, but this is sure one of the worst ones. It's Ohio State. Gets ready for action. Motion to the right. Moore hands it off to number 7. Barrels through, past the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Number 7, Jonathan Thiel. For the touchdown, 7:58. Now 13-0 Ohio State lead. Getting ready for the extra point. And now this is the second score off of a turnover for Ohio State, and we're barely halfway through the first quarters.
This is what this Ohio State team can do. They're known, like I said, they're known to get out to these leads very quickly, and you don't want that for the Golden Grizzlies.
David Rye for the kick. Kick is up. Kick is good. 14-0. Oakland's got some work to do.
Well, now if you're Oakland right now, you come to the sidelines, you're like, hey, guys, we got to calm ourselves down, stay disciplined. You know, 1 mistake, 2 mistakes, it's all right. We still have a whole lot of game left. This is still the first quarter, so.
But I'm sure this is where it's going to have to stop. Oakland's going to have to get past at least the 50-yard line to get into this now 14-point deficit.
As a player, you're kicking yourself over those mistakes, the 2 fumbles, the unsportsmanlike conducts. It really, that is how you lose games, just by doing that. But like I said, still 8 minutes to go in the first quarter alone. So, team right now having a huddle, talking to themselves, like.
The long conference fists are up, ready for the OU before they get ready to go.
Head coach Brett Jacobs, former player here at Oakland, so he knows how to calm the team down. He knows football. He knows his team. He knows the university very well. His brother Rocky Jacobs, 28. So he knows his team very good.
Graduated from Oakland University 2019 with a degree in mechanical engineering. And he has some deep family ties to Oakland. We'll talk about that later in the broadcast. Here's the kickoff. Golden Grizzlies getting ready to return. It's Garcia. Garcia up the right side, following the pack of Grizzlies. And he gets some open space, and he gets past the 50-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Another flag.
And a flag, perhaps a late hit there on Garcia with a great return to now start the drive in Ohio State territory.
We'll see where this flag goes, either against Oakland or Ohio State. That was a phenomenal turn by Miguel Garcia right there.
One of the captains.
That's what you want right there.
We're waiting to see. The flag's going to be a late hit on Ohio State. That's going to bring them farther into their own territory.
Now, this is great starting field position for Oakland right now. You have to get some points out of this, whether it be a field goal or 6. You need points. You don't want Ohio State to go to a 3-touchdown lead or let alone get another field goal. No mistakes. You have to lock in for Oakland right now.
That looks like a 15-yard penalty, a massive one when you see the referee take each step and count them. So Oakland's now going to be starting on the 29-yard line of Ohio State. And Oakland's getting ready to get into position here. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Frazier shotgun formation, running back to his side. And the snap count, the fake snap count, got Ohio State.
Once again, very unlikely. Ohio State undisciplined, jumping to the ball right there.
And we're going to see if any of the Grizzlies jumped on that, but a single clap from Frazier was enough to get most of the Ohio State defense to jump.
No, they're ready to go. They want to get back there, but can't go offsides. You got to wait for the ball to go.
And it was a false start on Oakland University. Somebody reacted to the clap as well, and that must have been what the defense was looking at.
Yeah, if you're the offensive lineman, the slightest flinch, slightest hand movement, that counts as offsides for you. It's hard, if you're an offensive lineman to get away with that. So most of the time, it's going to go against you and not the defense.
1st and 15 now for the Grizzlies. 3 receivers to the left. Running back to Frazier's right in shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Drop back pass. Rolling to his left. Getting the defensive end chasing him. Frazier gets free. Frazier looking for positive yards, and he gets it back in 2. That's the 7-yard gain back into the original first down markers.
Crosses the 30-yard line. Ball being placed near the 32-yard line. It'll be second down for the Grizzlies.
Second down on the 32-yard line.
Jaheim using his feet. Very fast athlete. He can run if he needs to. He also has a great arm.
The Ohio State defensive end almost got him, too.
And that was a close one. These Ohio State defensive ends, they know football. They're big guys. If you're a defensive end like that, you want to keep the quarterback running to that sideline, get him out of bounds, so just getting positive yards out of it.
The Grizzlies get set here, 7-13 and counting. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers now to the right. Frazier shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Handoff to number 2. Number 2 gets wrapped up real soon after the handoff. Number 2, Quan Thompson.
If you're the offensive line right there, you're like, oh, we had a good design run right there. We didn't have a good push. But Ohio State's interior linemen, they're very good athletes. They're big guys, so they're happy about getting a loss on that like that.
I'm getting ready for 3rd and 8 here. Oakland starting with great field position off of a return from Garcia. A couple penalties later, and now you're 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. You got a false start. You move back a little bit, and now you're just trying to get that first down to keep the drive going.
Those penalties do add up.
3rd and 8. 3 receivers now wide to the right. Frazier shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Roll out to the right. Looking for an open receiver. Fakes a pass, goes towards the sideline, running out of time, and a big hit on the sideline before going out of bounds is Frazier.
He had Tyrese Johnson, the 5th-year senior, wide open in the end zone, number 1. He was wide open. Jaheim just didn't see him there.
And Tyrese Johnson, like you mentioned, 5th year, with 8 yards receiving, he will become the number 2 all-time leader for Golden Grizzlies receiving. So I'm sure not only does he want to help his team out, Tyrese Johnson, but I'm sure he wants to be number 2 all-time.
Tyrese, yeah, he's a very good leader as well. Like I said, he's a long-term tenured player here at Oakland. It looks like a field goal here. Oakland's going to try for.
Oakland looking for it. This will be about a 35. Kick is up. Kick is good. Kick is no good. My perspective is a little bit off.
He had the distance. That's Sabantino Velope. He's got a good leg. He's a big man. A little inaccurate on that one, but he had the distance. A little to the right.
And that's going to bring back the Ohio State offense. 5:43 in the first quarter, 14-0 Ohio State lead. Oakland with the chance to put points on the board with good field position was not able to capitalize. Penalties, they helped them at first, but the penalties, they kept them out of field goal range.
Yes, if you're Oakland's defense right now, this isn't the worst starting spot for Ohio State, so you don't want them to cross midfield. You want to keep them in their own side.
Ohio State, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation, here's Moore. Moore rolling to his right. Big pass downfield. Incomplete. Ohio State looking for a defenseless receiver or a pass interference call there on the sideline.
That was a good coverage right there by number 3, TK Henry. That could have been a big, huge play for Ohio State. Another explosive play. That's a good job. They stopped them right there.
And that was going to be about a 20-yard gain if it was caught. But as soon as the ball touches the receiver's hands, it's fair game for contact. And getting ready for Ohio State to continue to drive. 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle and gets down early. No gain for Ohio State.
That's number 35, Stevie Richter.
Stevie Richter got in the backfield early.
Stevie plays offense and defense. He's also a 3-year player for Oakland. Great defensive end, great athlete. He's happy about that one.
And I'm sure he's going to be itching to do it again. Ohio State now 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Here's a snap. Drop back pass. Looking. Getting pressured, and a deep pass downfield is complete. And running away would be a touchdown for Ohio State. Can he catch him? He cannot. That is number 9 to Zach Hayes for another Ohio State touchdown in the first quarter.
Like I said, Giovanni, big plays, big mistakes. You don't want them to do that, and that's what just happened there. Broken coverage. Ohio State, the wide receiver right there, just got right by him too fast. It's very unfortunate. They had him stop right there on 3rd down long, and then a big play like that can end the series just like that.
And Oakland had the pressure on more, too.
They were there, yes. They had him, but fortunately did not go their way.
Close but no cigar as we're getting ready for the extra point for Ohio State. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. Kick is up. And kick is good. And some contact with the kicker afterwards.
Oh, someone's down right there.
Oh, and it looks like the kicker's limping off there, number 35.
David Reeve.
David Reeve Jr. limping off the field after that kick. It's now 21-0. Ohio State lead.
He's not happy.
4:52 left in the first quarter. That's right. I'm sure there's some frustration. Goes down on the sideline is David Reeve. The trainers are going to be looking at him. There were a lot of Grizzlies near the kick, trying to block the extra point, but
yeah, that's not good for Ohio State. That's a big, if they want to kick field goals, hit the ball deep for a kickoff. Now they got to go with somebody else that's not their main kicker. So that's a big loss.
Yeah, that diminishes your options.
It looks like
in terms of what you can do on offense.
It looks like he's up and walking around over there, but you never know. He doesn't have his helmet with him.
Yeah, I'm sure the trainer's going to be looking at him. Couldn't tell if it was something as simple as just getting cleated, getting stepped on, which, I'm sure hurts, but not something that you can't bounce back from later in the game.
Being underneath those piles is not fun, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
The dog piles, every man for himself.
Number 9, Zach Hayes getting ready for the kickoff to return it to the Grizzlies. And the kick is gone. Kick picked up by Frazier. Frazier with Grizzlies around, takes it to the right side, goes past the 30, goes to the 35, and goes down for a decent return for the Golden Grizzlies.
It's going to be a block in the back by number 20, looks like, and number 13 for Ohio State.
And it looks like it's going to be enforced.
Yeah, you just can't have that on the kickoff. You're a special teams coach. You're going to be telling the guy, hey, man, you can't block them in the back.
You got to let them go if they get past you.
As much as they get right in front of you, you can't hit them. Their back's turned to you. That's a defenseless player. Over the last few years, football, the flags have been flown a lot more for big hits like that. You can't lay a player out. That might count as a blindside hit or targeting. That wasn't the case, but still, you can't block a guy when he's running the other way from you.
Yeah, it can't be like those old highlights of the 2000 Ravens. You can't go. You can't do the old Ed Reed.
Not at all.
The old Ed Reed thing. You got to be safe out here.
Can't be Ray Lewis dancing on the sideline, losing your mind, and lay somebody out. This is actually it's good because safety's become a lot better thing, I would say, football overall. Still have ways to go, but it's getting better slowly.
The Golden Grizzlies, 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. 3 receivers close. On the right, Frazier shotgun formation. Here's a snap. The handoff up the middle, trying to get some space, and was not able to get any decent yardage on that one. Perhaps a 1-yard gain for the Golden Grizzlies on the run play.
Now, Ohio State, good defensive interior linemen. They're getting a good push. They're strong guys.
Getting ready, 2nd down, shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the right, to the left. Frazier, deep pass. Can he get it? No one's there to catch it. Ohio State looking for an interception there, but was not able to get underneath it, so it's an incomplete pass.
Good deep ball throw. It was inaccurate, but he just showing off the arm he's got.
Got to spread out the defense. Got to keep them honest. If they're going to give them to you, then you got to at least go for it. But that's going to bring up now what would be 3rd down. Oakland still at their own 10-yard line, backed up.
3rd and long. Apologize. 3rd and long.
3rd and 9.
This is when you don't want to lose any yards here. You're in your own end zone. You want to get the ball at least a little bit farther away from your own 9. So
Oakland's going to need a 1st down here. Frazier with Thompson to his side. 3 receivers to the left. Shotgun formation. Single receiver to the right. Here's a snap. Snap rolling out to the left. Is Thompson. Thompson throws out of bounds, and that's going to bring up the punting unit for the Golden Grizzlies.
A lot of these balls being inaccurate. Jaheim's a good athlete, but like I said, a big missing piece of Evan Putz right there, who has a strong arm and can throw a ball very accurate. Rolling out, personally, I would stay in the pocket, let your offensive lineman block. That's what they're there for. They're for blocking. Let your receivers go, let the play develop, throw the ball. But here we go with another blowing situation in their own end zone. This is one of these you definitely don't want to fumble if you're Oakland.
We'll see if the long snapper can improve as Oakland gets ready to punt. The kick is off. Big kick at about the 45-yard line. Ohio State looking for the return. Looking for number 1 for the return, and Golden Grizzlies swamp him. That's Jalen Hayes with the return to bring the Buckeyes to the 36-yard line in Oakland territory.
It's going to be Ohio State, good field position. For the defense right now of Oakland University, you want to lock in. You want to tell your guys, hey, man, 21-0, still the first quarter. We got to stop these guys. We don't want any more explosive plays like the last one. We had them stopped. Oakland had them stopped with a big stack by the Stevie Richter. The pressure was good on the third down and long from that touchdown pass. But the wide receiver just got away from the defensive back. So, like I said, if you're the coach, you're just saying, hey, guys, no big mistakes. Stay focused.
Ohio State getting ready to go. First down at the 36-yard line. Motion to the right side. Shotgun pass. Hands it off to number 7. Number 7 gets met at the line of scrimmage real early for a no gain.
That's the linebacker filling the hole right there. That's a great play by Oakland.
Yeah, Evan Coburn with the tackle. It's going to bring up second down. Or it looks like they got about 1.5 yards on that one. It's going to be second and 9. Ohio State similar formation. 2 receivers each side, running back to the right.
Stoppage of play here. Substitution.
We have a substitution, number 84 for the Golden Grizzlies. Nate Woolley will be subbed into the game. Jaheim Frazier still on the field playing both sides for the Golden Grizzlies. And that kind of highlights the roster situation with the Golden Grizzlies. They only have so many people. As a lot of players are going to have to play both sides. Ohio State, motion to the left side. Second and 9. Moore, pass in the backfield, number 7. For a 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up third down. Number 7, that's Jonathan Thiel.
So here's another third down situation. If you're Ohio State, I believe this is 2-down territory. You go for it. Like I said, you've had no trouble moving the ball the entire game. So, and your kicker, as previously mentioned, was injured. Don't know what his previous extent of the injury is, but this might be 2-down territory for the Buckeyes.
As they get ready to go, 3 receivers to the left, shotgun formation, 1 to the right, running back, 2, Moore's left. He drops back to pass, looking for room, goes to his right. Being flushed out of the pocket here, and Moore runs for himself and not able to get the first down. Going to be a couple yards short.
Fourth and short here for Ohio State. Now, if you're Ohio State, I'd say, a flag was thrown.
And there's a penalty after the play.
And I'm sure that could be some of the chippiness, some of the rivalry coming out. But for both teams, you got to keep it together. Oakland, you are down 21-0. You can't be making these kinds of mistakes. The passion is there, yes, but it's important to use it in a productive way.
Exactly. These two teams, like I said, don't like each other. They're going to play no matter what the score is, no matter the weather. It could be 41-0, it could be tie game 10-10. They're still going to play hard.
The referees are talking about the results of the flag thrown. As it currently stands, it is the sticks are at the 24-yard line, third down and 2. And we're waiting for the penalty to be applied. And sportsmanlike conduct looks like it's going to be on Ohio State. And sportsmanlike conduct on both sides.
Offsetting penalties.
Offsetting penalties is going to be third and 2 for Ohio State.
It's fourth down, actually.
Fourth down, that's right. Trying to make sure that the gentleman with the
Chain
sticks.
gang's not doing his job.
We got 4th and 2, Ohio State on the 24-yard line. Here's a shotgun snap. They run it up the middle. Do they get enough yardage? It looks like they do. Running it up the gut for Ohio State is number 7. That's going to be Thiel again.
That's a Good game there, Ohio State. Like I said, 2 down territory. Why not go for it? You know, your kicker's hurt. You've been moving the ball very well. So no surprise there from James Gregor, the head coach of the Buckeyes.
The Buckeyes are going to continue, 2 receivers each side, running back to the quarterback's right. Drop back pass for Moore. Moore finds his receiver on the flats of the right side. It gets extra yardage there before being pushed out of bounds. That's going to be a fresh first down at about the 11-yard line in Oakland territory.
These Ohio State wide receivers, they're very shifty. They're very good on their feet. So for Oakland defensive back, you want to set your feet, you know, slow down. As hard as it's slow the game down, you don't want the guy to get by you.
Getting ready in a hurry. Here's the snap. Running up the gut. It's Steele again. Gets met up in midair as he's trying to jump over one of the Oakland defenders.
Big hit right there. You never want to see a guy go head over heels.
Yeah, not only did the gravity get him, but the Grizzlies got him in midair as well. Substitution, Evan Coburn being subbed in for the Golden Grizzlies. As we've got 2nd and goal.
Looks like Ohio State's doing a hurry-up offense. Get the Grizzlies off their
Number 44,
not ready.
Max Runnagel is being subbed out for the Golden Grizzlies. Let's get ready for 2nd down here. 2 receivers each side. Oakland's showing, or Ohio State showing a similar formation. Here's a snap. Run up the gut. It's Thiel again. Thiel looking for another touchdown. And he gets it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
So right there, that's just another power offense. That's a power run by the running back right there. Now it's 27-0. For Oakland, you're like, hey guys, this is not how we practice. It's not what we want. It's not good.
Yeah, Jonathan Thiel, 4th-year senior, 5'8", 200 pounds, but from up here, he looks bigger than that.
Yes.
As Ohio State's getting ready for the extra point. Oakland getting their last person in on the cover unit. Kick is up. Kick is good. And it looks like David Rive of Ohio State is good enough for the kick. And that's going to be 28-0, 33 seconds left to go in the first quarter here on WXOU.
Now, if you're Oakland right here, you got to come off this kickoff. You know, you have nothing to lose. Play loose. You know, stay disciplined. There's nothing to lose. If you're Ohio State, you want to keep the lead. You don't want Oakland, to keep going down the field. Ohio State's defense has played very, very well today. With the mistakes that Oakland's made, it's also helped them out a lot with the 2 fumbles, the few unsportsmanlike conducts, the late hit.
Yep.
I believe it's James Gregor right now is happy with 28-0, but game's far from over.
Game's far from over. We got a little over 3 quarters left to go in the game. Buckeyes lead 28-0, 33 seconds left to go in the first quarter. As we're getting ready for kickoff. Here it comes. Here's the kick. Big kick up high.
Pooch kick.
Big hang time there. Going to let it go out of bounds. And that's going to bring some extra yardage for the Golden Grizzlies as they get ready to get set on offense. Ball went out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. It's going to bring it up a little bit, about 10 yards. Pardon me, 15 yards. So Oakland's going to get started at the 35-yard line, 28-0. A little bit left to go in the first quarter.
Whole lot of game left, but you have to get some points in this drive if you're Oakland. You don't want to go 28-0 in the hole in the first quarter alone. Ohio State, they can score fast. If we've seen they've scored very fast in a few plays, 1, 2, 3 plays, that's it. 3rd and long, that pass, that really hurt them. And here we go now with the Golden Grizzlies.
And here come the Grizzlies. 2 receivers each side. Single running back, that's Thompson. Here we go with Frazier. Trying to get the snap count again. And it looks like Tyrese Johnson might have jumped on the sideline there. Or jumped, on the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring the Golden Grizzlies back.
Another undisciplined mistake. That's what you don't want from the 5th-year senior.
Although almost all the information is important when you get into the huddle and you get the play call. The snap count, that just might be one of the more important ones.
That's probably the most important one, yeah. When the ball moves, you go. Where the ball goes, you go.
Exactly, because it's going to bring you back 5 yards, and now it's going to be 1st and 15, backed up now to your own 20 or your own 35-yard line. It was previously up at the 40 because of the kick going out of bounds. 3 receivers to the left. Shotgun formation. Frazier with the ball. Hands it off to Thompson. Thompson trying to find some space up on the left. Oh, it's Frazier. He kept it to the right side, and the defensive back was able to get him.
What a phenomenal tackle with number 25 right there.
I'll tell you what, Thompson
Ohio
sold
State.
it. It fooled my eyes as Frazier kept it and went to the right side, but was able, Ohio State's defender was able to go down and get them.
Looks like Joseph Umba. That was a phenomenal tackle by him. Jaheim would have had first down for sure if he would have got by him. There was nothing but green turf ahead of him.
Yeah, secondary is the last line of defense, and the players in those positions, they take pride in it.
Exactly.
Might not be a big hit, but they get around the ankles to get that solid tackle. And we got a timeout here for Oakland. His offensive coordinator, Billy Fedoroff, talks to his team to make sure that, I'm sure some of the message is going to be they're going to, you got to stay disciplined.
Yeah.
You can't be jumping off. You got to just get those solid chunks. Eat away at the first down. Just get to the sticks.
Exactly, yes. Start of the second quarter here in a minute. If you're the coaches, Brett Jacobs telling them, hey, guys, we can't have this anymore. We can't have these jumping. The defense is supposed to jump, not us. We know the count. They don't. Make them jump. In Ohio State, they've jumped, I think, 3 times now. So if you're kicking yourself these penalties, good teams don't, make penalties like this when the other team's committing it. You want to find a way to win the game. Stay more disciplined than the other team.
That's right. Yeah, Ohio State has been biting on some of these snap counts, some of the clapping from Jaheim Frazier, but it gets the Grizzlies as well. If you could clean that up at the very least, and you're going to get at least 1 or 2 jumps for the rest of the game for Ohio State. And that could be crucial if you use it at the right time.
Exactly. And now if you're Ohio State right now, you're hoping not to have any more big plays from scrimmage. Honestly, they have not left. Their defense played very, very sound. Besides the late hits, the talking, the little rumbling going on. Well, you know when that's going to happen when these two teams come together. They don't like each other.
Yeah, and if you're practicing all season, the schedule is going to be your arch rival first. That's the one game that I'm sure you got circled, along with the rest of them, obviously. But I'm sure the players are just foaming at the mouth, getting ready to hit each other, and you got to stay disciplined. As Oakland on second down, 2nd and 15. Frazier with the snap. Fakes it to Thompson. He goes to the right side. He's looking around. He's trying to get the edge, and is met at the line of scrimmage by the Ohio State defenders.
No one there. That's a little keeper right there. The Buckeyes to the right. A lot of motion, a lot of shiftiness from Jaheim, but looks like it's not working out today.
It's going to be 3rd down and 15. Oakland's going to need a big play to keep the sticks moving. First down marker is at the 50-yard line. Meanwhile, they're backed up all the way to about the 44-yard line, it looks like.
Now if you're Oakland, you're going to reach deep into your bag of tricks here. Nothing's been working as of right now. Ohio's been driving by the O-line. Defense beginning to push. Linebacker's been playing very well. So you want to find something here, maybe a deep slant to a corner, to the flats right there out to the right, or maybe a curl. Something to move the ball out of your own end zone.
You just need some forward progress. Here's the snap. Frazier drops back. Frazier looking for a big pass. 3 receivers to the left. A big throw downfield. Can he get Johnson? He cannot, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Looking for Tyrese Johnson on the deep ball. Trying to get him to 2nd all-time receiving for the Golden Grizzlies and to keep them moving on first down, but it falls to the turf.
Tyrese double covered there, but no doubt he would have caught that. A little overthrown there by Jaheim. But I believe that, nothing else to lose, though, in that situation,
Oh, you go for that pass every time, especially.
Of course.
Tyrese, he had a chance at it, and, for Jaheim Frazier, not playing quarterback all this often, knew at the position, you'd rather throw it away from the defender than.
Has a great arm, as we can see, obviously. Just got to get a little more accurate.
Here's a punt unit, and they're going to stop before the kick is off.
Good punt, but it don't count.
Not going to count. That kick looked like it went about 40 yards, but it's not going to count. They're going to have to try it again.
Penalty against the Buckeyes.
Looks like Ohio State drew the flag on that one.
12 yards to go.
It's going to bring the punt up. Now make it 4th and 12.
Now Oakland changing formation right here. It looks like the offense is going back out there.
Hey, if you're Brett Jacobs, if you're the coach for the Golden Grizzlies at this point, it's 28-0. You're in the second quarter.
If this doesn't pay off, though, you're looking at giving the ball back to the Buckeyes where you know that they can score.
You got the crowd here at Oakland University. The seats are filled, students and parents, alumni alike.
Yes,
here to watch their Golden Grizzlies.
Yes. Football here on campus, fortunately is not well known. So it's great to see a lot of the people from the alumni and the current students show out. Looks like we got quite amount of students here right now. A lot of people from Ohio State. You know, Ohio State fans travel very well.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of parents here. But it's so nice to see football here on campus. You know, obviously, like I said, not very well known, but you know, this is going to be a great season. Hopefully, people can come out to the games.
Definitely. And this season, so last year there were a lot of home games for the Golden Grizzlies, but this year, to kind of pay back that, Oakland only has 2 home games for the entire season. This being one of them. Then October 15th or October 14th against Loyola Chicago, that's going to be their homecoming game. That's going to be their only other home game. So if you're in around your Rochester Hills, Auburn Hills area, this is the only football in town, and you got to take advantage of it.
Exactly.
The Golden Grizzlies with the offense out on 4th and 12. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, running back to Frazier's side. Frazier's going to drop back. He's going to try that deep ball again. Steps up in the pocket. Scrambles out. He's being surrounded. He keeps going and makes a great effort to get the first down, but is just 4 yards short.
A nice little run there by Jaheim, but comes up close to the first down, but about 4 yards off. So now Ohio State's going to take over the ball. Very good field position. Hopefully Oakland can stop him from that. We don't want any fireworks here. Oakland doesn't want any fireworks.
It's been enough already. We're 28-0, 13:50 left in the first half. Oakland going for it on 4th and 12, getting close. About 4 yards short was Jaheim Frazier scrambling out to the right side after dropping back, looking for that deep ball again like he was going for Tyrese Johnson on the play before, but was not able to get enough, and it's going to put Ohio State on their own 45.
Here comes a late substitution by Oakland right there. Number 22 right onto the field, Anthony Nanoshi.
Oakland's getting their personnel in properly. Ohio State shotgun formation, motion to the left. Handoff to number 16, sweeping to the left. Gets upfield, finds good position, almost gets a first down there. It's about an 8-yard gain.
A little trick from Ohio State to the pitch to the left around the side. That's a good play call by James Greger right there, the head coach of the Buckeyes. Keep Oakland always on their toes, never know what to expect. They're explosive. Once again, another explosive play. About 2nd down and a few yards to go. Now,
A few more to go here.
Now into Oakland territory.
Getting ready for action. Motion to the right. Moore drops back for the Buckeyes. Pass towards the flat. The number 16 again. Getting some tricks on the sideline to get some extra yardage. Number 16, that's David Cooper for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
David Cooper with some good tricks right there. Spinning, shaking a tackle. It's always nice shaking a tackle right there if you're a wide receiver, making a defender miss. Feel good about that one, get a first down.
You know, it's always so easy to just go out of bounds, take the safe route. But if you're feeling it, you got the juice flowing, you want to get that extra hit, then you get that extra yards on the sideline.
Exactly.
1st and 10 on the 37-yard line. Big run up the middle is number 7. That's Steele getting the first down.
Another big run, Ohio State right there, but number 7, Jonathan Thiel. Big run there. He's had a good game so far, and that's another big gain.
Is it enough for a first down? Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 2 where the ball is placed right now. Ohio State getting the play call, getting ready to roll.
Now, if you're Oakland, you're probably going to expect another run, so I'm thinking blitz.
On the right hash here, 3 receivers to the left. There's a shotgun snap. Moore gives it to Thiel again. Thiel running up the middle, finds some open space, leaping over to get the first down and plenty more at about the 10-yard line at the Golden Grizzlies.
That was a good hurdle right there by Thiel. If you're Oakland, you don't want to be diving at ankles. You're going to get hurdled being put on a highlight reel.
Sometimes you got to make a business decision. 1st and goal, Ohio State. Moore drops back, passes, and it looks like David Cooper was now ready for the pass on the curl route in the end zone. It's going to be now 2nd and goal for the Buckeyes. 28-0, 11:43 left to go in the first half.
Now, if you're Oakland, what you want most, maybe a turnover, fumble, interception, that would be huge. Get a big turnover like that. You never know, a turnover like that, pick 6, a scoop and score by a big man can turn the game over just like that in an instant of the eye.
You need a big spark on the Golden Grizzlies sideline at the very least. You need something to get the juices flowing because 28-0 is a tough one to stomach and to play through. So get ready for 2nd and goal here. Ohio State. Moore rolls to his right, looking for an open receiver. Does he find one? He does for another Buckeye touchdown. That one looked like it was close to the ground.
Might have touched the ground there, but line judge right there called a touchdown.
Zach Hayes with
No hesitation.
Zach Hayes, 6'3", 200, freshman. First year for Ohio State, gets his touchdown.
Another big play, another explosive play. Like I said, you don't want that for Ohio State. You do want that for Ohio State, excuse me. Oakland does not want that.
The Oakland, Ohio, OU, OSU.
Exactly.
It gets it's a bit of a tongue twister.
OSU, yeah.
And looking to our left, looking at Oakland University, big traffic lining as far as the eye could see on the,
I know.
on the
I don't know
Oakland
what's happening
campus.
right here. It's backed up for miles. I think this is bringing people out to watching the game. More attention, maybe.
Oh, I'm sure they're looking out their right side window, trying to get some action in the game. But I'm sure for those Oakland fans in the cars, they see the scoreboard, and I'm sure they're not too happy.
If you're in these apartments right here, you get a great view of the game right from your window, your bedroom window.
That's right. When I was talking to the team, when they practice Tuesdays and Thursdays, I was on my bike. I was riding by, getting ready for bed, and someone out the window was shouting at me. It scared me.
That's what happens when you're around OU. Never know what to expect.
I thought they wanted an autograph, but then they closed the window.
Who won? Who won?
Never. I always keep a Sharpie on me. So as we get ready, 11:31, 35-0, Ohio State lead. Getting ready for the kickoff to return it to the Grizzlies. And we got a return. It's Garcia. Garcia going from the left to the right, and it gets wrapped up early. Not much of a return there. And a fumble will still be returned, but will still be picked up by the Grizzlies.
Oh, this is just sloppy football by Oakland right there. Special teams blocking is a very, very important part of the football game. Especially right now, we're down 35-0. Now you're in your own end zone. You don't want to be farther down like this.
Oakland getting ready to line up at about the 14-yard line. They got a long way to go. Or excuse me, the 19-yard line. Still, they got a long way to go, about 80 yards to get some points on the board. If you're Oakland, you just need anything to give you that kind of push, that motivation. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, but you got to see it a little bit.
Precisely,
so to get any points on this drive in this half, better sooner than later.
A big play, a big drive, a big score can make a team really motivated in ways you never know. So if they get a big play right here, you never know what can happen.
The Golden Grizzlies get ready on offense. You got 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, a full wide receiver formation. Looks like Jaheim Frazier might be throwing it for this time. Shotgun pass. It's a screen play to Tyrese Johnson. Tyrese Johnson gets wrapped up at the line of scrimmage and thrown backwards.
No chance there. Ohio State had it covered like a blanket.
Got to see where that lands with the forward progress, but it was definitely a loss. Going for the screen play on the right side, just not enough to get some positive yardage.
Now, if you're Oakland and you're in your own end zone once again, you have nothing to lose. Let the playbook fly.
And it's got to be a little bit of a shame if you're Brett Jacobs and if you're going into your bag of tricks. First half of the first game of the season, that's got tape on the rest of the NCFA. So I'm sure you're not. It's obviously not ideal, but in this kind of situation, you got to get anything going. You got to see what works. You got to, maybe get some live reps of some of those plays that you could use later in the season.
Yeah, it's always hard going out against the best team in the nation, one of the best teams in the nation, first game of the year.
2 receivers each side, running back to the left of Jaheim Frazier. Shotgun pass. He drops back. Rolling to his left. Looking for his receiver. He decides to take it. Up the middle. Gets some good yardage. Looking for a first down is Jaheim Frazier. Running towards the right side. Up the sideline. Gets all the way to the 45-yard line.
Phenomenal run by Jaheim right there, showing off his skills, his speed. It's a first down for Oakland.
That's a 1st and 10 for Oakland at their own 45. Getting ready to pass halfway. What a big play by Jaheim Frazier.
Now, if you're the offensive line, you're like, woof, that guy went by fast. That's good. Now, if you're Oakland, you want to keep that momentum going. You don't want to go backwards, forwards, north, not south.
This is where you got to keep the discipline. And even though you're very excited about the positive yards, you got to stay disciplined because that could be taken away very quickly by those yellow flags.
You don't want to start talking, make something bad happen, negate that process.
Getting ready for offense. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Jaheim Frazier solo in the shotgun formation. Let's go Oakland, chance in the crowd. Jaheim Frazier rolls to his right, throws it quickly as Tyrese Johnson gets the completion. Maybe 1-yard gain.
That was better what could have happened. The defensive line had a phenomenal rush right there on the Oakland O-line. They got by everyone pretty fast. Jaheim was able to get that away for gain of 1, better than gain a loss of 15. You know,
It was the right play, threw it to the right person, Tyrese Johnson, who with that 1 yard gain is now 7 yards away from being the second all-time leading receiver for the Golden Grizzlies.
and you just know he's itching for that. He wants the 7 yards so bad.
Oh, I'm sure he's pleading for a play to him. And he's gotten some chances with some of the screen plays, but the coverage just wasn't there to get him that positive yardage.
1 reception, 1 yard, better than 15 yards loss.
And here come the Grizzlies once again. 3 receivers now to the right, two to the left. It looks like Brett Jacobs is throwing a lot of passing plays to see what Frazier can do. Here's the snap, drops back, rushed immediately, escapes the tackle, throws it incomplete while rolling to the right, hits the dirt.
Good move by Jaheim there to avoid that sack, but it comes up incomplete. Jaheim, very good athlete, very shifty, but no gain there.
.828 left to go, 35-0. 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line of the Golden Grizzlies in their own territory. Play call is given. Frazier relaying it to the team.
Now, if you're Oakland, this is a big 3rd down here. Move the ball once, want to do it again.
That's right, 3rd and 8. 3 receivers to the left. Running back now to the side of Frazier. And we're seeing the pressure build up. Throws it, leaps it. Gets to Thompson. Thompson whipped down, and that's going to be a flag, a face mask for sure.
Don't see it, no flags as of right now. That screen just did not work out for Oakland. Ohio State was all over that right away. Very disciplined. That's 4th down here.
I thought a flag was thrown there.
It did look like that, didn't it?
On Thompson, sling to the ground. Looked a little bit rough. As Oakland's going to take a timeout. 8:08, 35-0 in the 2nd quarter here in Rochester Hills on WXOU.
A beautiful night for some football right now here in Rochester Hills, Michigan.
Right, this is the biggest game in town. The Pontiac Silverdome, it used to be the place, but
no longer. Now it's just high school football here in Rochester. Obviously, we have the Lions and Michigan State, all the college teams here. But right now in this area, this is the biggest game. Almost biggest game of the year because this is Ohio State. People know Ohio State gets their attention, and they're showing what they can do, what team they are. 35-0 is nothing to sneeze at in the first half alone, and 1 touchdown scored in the second half. Oakland right now looks like they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, coming out of timeout, 4th and plenty, 4th and 9 on their own 48-yard line.
Kind of a questionable call here.
This might be Brett Jacobs just throwing anything at the wall. Got to see what sticks. Ohio State's offensive line, looks like they're going to rush 3. Drop back. Escapes pressure is Jaheim Frazier. Throws it, hits the helmet of Ohio State defender while rolling to his right. Incomplete pass, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for Ohio State.
Another broken play by the offensive line. They're not blocking for their quarterback. They got to block a little bit better than that. I know Ohio State, they have some good players. They're big, but you got to give the quarterback time to throw the ball. Right there, Jaheim, it made a man miss, like the athlete he is, but he threw in the coverage right there, and lucky it wasn't intercepted.
Jaheim Frazier not given a lot of time in each drop back. He either has to scramble or roll out to either way because the pocket collapses pretty swiftly against Ohio State's defensive line. And that's going to bring up Ohio State's offense. It's going to be on Golden Grizzlies' 43-yard line. Motion to the left. Moore with the ball. Here's the snap. Drop back. Plenty of time. Heaves it to the left side. And that's another touchdown for Ohio State.
1 play, 6 points, Gino. That's not good. For Oakland, that's not what you want at all. 1 play can change the whole game like that, and now it's a blowout.
That's third-year junior Anthony Chambers with the touchdown reception. Going to make it now 41-0 with 7:47 left to go in the 2nd quarter here in Rochester Hills.
Still have almost 8 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Not second half, but 2nd quarter. First half still underway.
It's a tough scene, but at the start of the season, there's still plenty of football left. And the kick is up. Kick is good for the extra point, making it now 42-0. 7:47 left to go in the second quarter.
Now, if you're Oakland, you want a big kickoff return to get your team in a good field position. You want your guys to block. Like last time, their special team, the blockers, that's their job. If you're a special teams player, your job when you're on the special teams unit is to block. That's your job. Stay in your lane, fill your gap, put the guy on his butt, and nothing else. Get downfield, make the guy go by you, and that just was not the case. Seems like Oakland's had some trouble on special teams all day today.
But we have seen a very good return from Miguel Garcia, able to take it up all the way to like the 51-yard line on a previous return. Oakland's going to be looking for that return magic once again.
Ohio State very sound in their special team unit. Being able to get by Oakland pretty fast.
Getting ready for the kick. Some hesitation from Ohio State. Getting some instruction. Running up. Here comes the kick. Big one. Great hang time. They picked up by the Golden Grizzlies. Running to their left side. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle before the Ohio State gets all over. That's number 3, T.K. Henry on the return. Couldn't get much there. It's shaking off Buckeyes before the rest of the gang showed up.
Now Oakland's going to get their ball once again. They haven't had good field position to start their drive off. The offense does not have, they've had little room to work with. They've been in their own pocket the entire game. And so now they're starting the ball in Ohio State's territory. So now you don't want to go backwards exactly right now when you're on your own 10, on your own 15 it looks like actually. So right now you gotta play hard. You don't want to go backwards at all in this point.
Play hard. Gotta have a short memory. In this game, you gotta play like it's 0-0. Golden Grizzlies, 3 receivers to the right. We got a running back, 2. Frazier's left. Here's a snap. Frazier drops back. Given great time here.
Phenomenal time
Rolls
by
out to his left. Looking for an open receiver. Can't find one. He's scrambling around. All offensive line's doing the best they can. He runs all the way from the left to the right, but gets dragged down for a big sack.
Oh, he had Tyrese open right there in the midfield.
A big scuffle there after the play. Jaheim Frazier ran from sideline to sideline looking for somebody open.
We were just talking about blocking by the offensive line. They gave him great time right there. Ohio State had no pass rush. However, what quarterbacks like to do when they can't get a field, they don't let the play develop. They run to the left, to the right. And Tyrese Johnson was open midfield. Just didn't see him there. Ran back to the right, got sacked. If you're a defensive player, you're like, whew, that could have been worse than it was. You're very happy for Ohio State right now.
Oakland now backed up about 6 yards. Oakland getting the offensive call. Coach Billy, the offensive coordinator, does not look happy.
Former player Billy Federhoff, not happy with his team right now, not at all. This is not what he wants to see.
Looking for some offense for the Golden Grizzlies. 3 receivers to the left side. Got Tyrese Johnson solo on the right. Frazier accompanied by a receiver in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Drop back. Pressure coming soon. And an open lane for Jaheim Frazier. Gets dragged down by his jersey and loses the football.
That's not good. That's very sloppy, but now Ohio State gets the ball on Oakland's, looks like almost 5, maybe 10-yard line. So now maybe you're thinking about cheating quarterback right now if you're Oakland, because now you have 2 back-to-back sacks of people running around. You just can't have that if you're Oakland.
Anything, to try anything at this point would be worthwhile, I believe. But Ohio State, given, about 10 yards of offense to go into the end zone. It's a tough one to watch. A lot to learn for the Golden Grizzlies going into the rest of the season. 5:14 in the first half, 42-0 Buckeye lead. Shotgun snap. And a rush up the middle will score number 13 for Ohio
flags
State.
Are being thrown over there, left side of the field.
Jack Lange, the running back, to score for the Buckeyes. Got his first of the night.
This one might be coming back. There was 2 flags thrown for unsportsmanlike conduct.
I'm sure either team, whether you're the Golden Grizzlies and you're just about as frustrated as you can be, or you're Ohio State and you're as bold and Now, trash talky as can be. And we'll see what the call is. Looks like they still have the kicking unit out. Flag thrown back to the ref. Perhaps it'll be enforced after the kickoff as Ohio State gets ready for their extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good for Ohio State. Making now 48-0. Less than 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Golden Grizzlies still looking to get on the board. You're listening to 88.3 FM WXOU, Auburn Hills, Michigan, Oakland University.
5 minutes to go here in the half. You have to let your players play, try some new things out. It can't hurt you at all. Maybe put some people in new positions, try anything. 49-0 at not even halftime yet. That's not good. That's definitely not what the coaching staff wants out of their team.
It's a tough showing, and it's something that they're going to be carrying along with them for the rest of the season.
I know the players right now are very unhappy with themselves, but all you can do is just put the pass behind you and just keep playing, as hard as that sounds. As a football player, it's hard to put the pass behind you, especially when your scoreboard's right there, you're staring right at it at midfield. But all you can do now is just, well, it is what it is. How can I get myself out of this situation?
That's right, and the penalty, the unsportsmanlike contact, has been enforced on the kickoff, now coming from the 20-yard line. Oakland looking for a good return here to give themselves some good field position to get on the board in the first half in Rochester Hills. Here's the kick. Kick is up. Kick being returned by Garcia. Garcia going up the middle, looking for an open lane. Not many Buckeyes being blocked in the right places. Garcia is going to go down before the 40-yard line.
Another good job by the Buckeye special teams unit, getting down the field very, very fast from their own 20. So that's happy times over there for them.
As the lights are shining bright here in Rochester Hills, the rain has seemed to have subsided. Seems to dry things off a little bit. And a nice cloud cover over the area makes for a great backdrop.
Exactly right.
It's a great time for a photo op.
Yeah. Seems like the traffic's getting worse over there, so.
I am not sure what the big event is going
Usually
on, trying to get on Walton Road.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over here. Sunday night, if you want to go home. Usually very dead.
Yeah, Oakland University, a commuter school, more than 70% of the campus, of the student body commutes from elsewhere. Doesn't see a whole lot of life on the weekends, but the traffic here, that might just be everyone on campus.
Everyone came in for the Oakland-Ohio State game, maybe. Who knows?
And here's the pass. Frazier getting gobbled up at the line of scrimmage, a designed run.
Oh,
And a high-flying flag, two of them.
Late flag, late hit.
Helmet's coming off from
Helmet
Ohio
coming off.
State. Third flag thrown. And we got all the laundry on the field right now.
So Jaheim Frazier lost his helmet. Ohio State lost his helmet as well. This is not good for the Grizzlies.
Let's see where all these flags end up being enforced. How far back is going to set the Golden Grizzlies? If one of them would be on Ohio State for unsportsmanlike conduct. We've been seeing that all game long from both sides.
Might be offsetting penalties here, Gino.
Getting ready for the referee's judgment. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Oakland, on Ohio State.
Just offsetting penalties.
Looks like it. Now, if you have to get a personal foul, if you have to get an unsportsmanlike conduct, it kind of helps to get the other guy to join in, to get the other team to join in on it.
At this point,
to have an offset.
At this point, you're down 49-0. You're trying anything to get some points on the board. Get underneath your skin. You saw you can do that. Might as well just keep trying that. Don't get yourself in trouble, though.
Golden Grizzlies playing for pride. Getting ready for the offensive call. Some conversation between the Oakland coaching staff and the referees. Jacobs and Fedorov having a conversation. And it looks like they're warming up a new quarterback for the Golden Grizzlies. Seeing some passing going on the sideline for number 9.
This could be second to 8 for the Grizzlies.
It's Max Nagel warming up on the sideline right there. Might get a new fresh set of legs. I apologize. Number 84. Nathan Woolley. New fresh set of leg, he never hurt. Down 49-0.
Gonna try something new for the Golden Grizzlies, see if the offense can improve. 3:35 left to go in the first half. 49-0 Ohio State lead. Golden Grizzlies start on their own 43-yard line. Shotgun snap. Drop back. There's a throw. Rocket arm to Tyrese Johnson, but is not enough to get the screen pass to get any positive yards.
Now, if you're Ohio State right now, you're ecstatic. You can't. Oakland is not doing anything against your defense. Your defense is very sound. Good throw by number 84, Nathan Woolley.
I gotta say, for a play that didn't have any yardage to it, Tyrese Johnson got caught right at the line of scrimmage, even behind it. It looked like a solid pass, a really good strength behind the throw from Woolley. See if this has any potential in the offense.
Hey, as long as it's not incomplete, keep the career completion percentage up. You know what I mean?
And Nathan Woolley, outside linebacker / tight end, as it is listed on the NCFA website. Now playing quarterback, and add that to his resume. And to see if this is going to be more of a drop back and pass type of quarterback, or is this going to be more of a wildcat formation? As Woolley has two backs to his side, split receivers to the right, two of them. Some loud cheering from the crowd here. Snap is off. Woolley drops back. Deep pass down the sideline, a rocket arm, but it comes up as a duck.
Oh, man, nothing working right now here for Oakland.
And the turf, luckily, was slippery enough to have the defensive back of Ohio State slip up and unable to get the interception.
That was almost a punt. That was so high up in the air. That could have been a punt.
It looked like there was some great potential for that throw, but it might have slipped out of his hands because you could see it was a big lead up to it, but then once it left, it came with a little less power than you would have expected. So perhaps it's the ball's still slippery from the turf, from the rain that came by a little bit earlier.
Precisely.
But we'll see if Oakland keeps going for this. It looks like they're going to go for it on fourth down. 4th and 11.
New change of personnel right here for the Grizzlies.
On their own 39-yard line. Got to try anything at this point. Less than 2 minutes left to go.
Hey, man, they might have you go out there real quick. Might start stretching at halftime. They need some players. Might start warming that arm up.
I've heard your knee's doing better. Why don't you go out there, Mr. Defensive End?
Yeah. I might have to.
Here's the punt unit. Big kick.
Good punt.
From Volpe. Going to keep going. And a good wobble from that. It's going to bring it to the 23-yard line.
We got a Grizzly down with his helmet off over there. Or some player.
Looks like a member of the offensive line. Could it be? Don't want to speculate who it is. Number 75, that's Devin Banks, president of the club. Captain, center, everything to this team.
Definitely don't want to see him go down. He's heart and soul of that offensive line. And the team and overall.
Looks like he's doing okay, jogging off under his own power. I'm sure just might have gotten nicked up along the play. We'll see if he gets any treatment on the sideline afterwards.
As a man who loves football, he loves the sport, he loves the team, he loves the university. So it's very, hopefully he's okay down there.
Had a great conversation with him on the Joe Mo Show during the summer. Had an interview with him and Evan Pletz in the studio, talking about their love for the game, how their season went, and you could tell just from the way they're talking, they could go on and on. I'm trying not to, for the show, try not to get into the nitty-gritty of everything, but you could tell that they have nothing but love for the game.
Precisely.
And to play it at a club level, out of your own fair time, your own hard-earned money, to get into this league and play the sport that you love is a testament.
Precisely.
Ohio State on offense. Hands it to number 13. Number 13 getting the edge on the left side. Met with a big hit.
Big hit, big tackle.
Met with a big hit before going out of bounds, about an 8-yard gain.
It looks as if there's the running clock here. In the NCFA, there's a rule where about 45 points are scored. As of right now, he went out of bounds. Clock's still running. So it might be a running clock situation here. It might be a little faster game than we expected. So obviously for Oakland, you see that may put some fire underneath you at halftime.
Yeah,
There's 5 seconds here left in the half.
Yeah, they're going to let that clock run down to get to halftime.
And that's halftime, folks.
And we have reached it. Zero's on the clock. 49-0, Ohio State lead. Oakland University with some things to clean up in the locker room, and if you're OSU, couldn't feel any better about it. We'll be right back here on 88.3 FM WXOU. Giovanni Moceri alongside Jacob Virostick on the call. We'll be right back for the second half of Golden Grizzlies football. Welcome back, everybody. 88.3 FM WXOU. Giovanni Moceri alongside Jacob Virostick for Golden Grizzlies club football in their home opener against Ohio State, arch rival in the Great Lakes Conference. Score now 49-0 as we start the new half. Golden Grizzlies looking for a fresh start in the second half.
Looks like Ohio State here is going to get the ball. Start the half off with Oakland kicking off.
Now, Oakland won the coin toss in the beginning of the game, decided to receive the ball, but disaster struck early as the first couple plays, you got a fumble all the way back, and it just went from there to start the scoring for Ohio State.
So now, if you're Oakland, you definitely want to limit the field. You want to cut the field in half for them. You just want to play. All you do is just want to play.
It's tough to keep going in a game that's 49-0. We're humans here. We understand that. As Ohio State gets the punt return, bobble a couple times, being taken up the middle here from the right side, finds some open space, keeps going almost to midfield before getting tackled by Oakland's number 44.
Not the best start here for Oakland. Now you have to give Ohio State with a phenomenal offense all day today, moving the ball on about midfield there on the 48-yard line, 47.
Max Recknagel on the tackle there at about the 45-yard line. And we got a Golden Grizzly now on the ground. And what looks like a lot of pain. Throws his helmet. I'm sure there's some frustration involved in it as well.
Never want to see that.
Oakland University trainers tending to his aid. Couldn't quite tell who it was. Couldn't get the jersey number. But we wish him nothing but the best. Team is now kneeling. We'll take a break here on 88.3 FM WXOU. We'll be back after the apparent injury. Welcome back, everybody. 88.3 FM WXOU. An injured Golden Grizzly stopped the play. 49-0. We got 14 and a half minutes left to go in the third quarter as Ohio State gets ready on offense. Three receivers to the right. Snap. More to throw to number 9. Gets it in a screen pass. Gets a good screen block from his fellow receiver. And Zach Hayes will advance the ball. About a 5-yard gain.
Oakland's defensive line got a good rush there. Got to the quarterback. Not in time, though, for a 5-yard pickup.
Close but no cigar. Ohio State gets ready for second and 5 at the 50-yard line. Looking at a 3-receiver formation to the left. More with a single back and a single receiver to the right. Here's the shotgun snap. Hands it off to number 7, right up the gut. Great blocking by Ohio State. He keeps trucking along, carrying Grizzlies with him before going down past the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
That's Jonathan Thiel.
Oakland's defensive line right there. Nose tackle. Luke Brand got blown up. Never good to see that. Never. Not the best feeling if you're the nose tackle. I know he's kicking himself over that one. But now it's going to be Ohio State with the ball. First down for them. So should be quick set of downs here. Gives the ball to number 7 here. Oh.
Number 7 spins away.
Checks the tackle off. First down for Ohio State right now. That's going to give them a fresh set of downs into Oakland territory. Number 7, Ohio State, shaking some tackles off there. He's had a great night altogether, and now Ohio State's going to go with a hurry-up offense. Catch Oakland looking and waiting. Might be a quick pass here, quick run.
12:30 left to go. Still 49-0. Ohio State on offense. Gets a slant pass towards the middle of the field. Incomplete pass.
That's good coverage right there. That was a diving catch by the wide receiver right there, but no chance there.
That's at the Oakland University 20-yard line. Looking at second down.
So running clock indeed for the second half to get the game moving a little bit. So now it's 12 minutes with the clock running during plays.
Handoff to Thiel again for Ohio State. Ohio State going to keep running Thiel until Oakland can come up with an answer. Stopped him a few yards ahead of the line of scrimmage.
Second down.
Going to be about a 5-yard gain now, 3rd down.
This has not been the night Oakland's been hoping for. I'll say that. I know they're unhappy with their performance, with players, coaching staff, everyone to begin with. No one wants to look at a 49-0 third quarter start, begin with, regardless of what time it is. Nobody wants to see that.
It's a
Ohio
tough.
State, the throw of the ball. Tackle right there. Oh, good stop there by Oakland. Right down there by about right around the 1st down marker.
We're now getting towards the 11-minute mark in the 3rd quarter.
First and goal.
So now Oakland is looking at another fresh set of downs for Ohio State. And it's not looking good for the Golden Grizzlies. With already a big deficit for them. They don't want to go down to the hole more with the 49-0. So Ohio State looking to score once again. Wide receiver, running back to his right, motion.
The low snap, handing it up to Thiel again, getting to the left side.
Oh.
Breaks a tackle from the Golden Grizzlies. It goes towards the goal line. Big hit
Big
to the
hit.
side.
Knocks a helmet off. Someone's missing a helmet down there.
Not quite a touchdown yet. It's a rageful hit from the Golden Grizzlies defense to stop Thiel short of the goal line.
Like I said, you don't see any quit in this team, especially the defense. They want to keep playing.
But it does bring Ohio State just about to the goal line. Now it's going to be 1st and goal. Thank you for joining us on 88.3 FM, WXOU. Giovanni Moceri alongside Jacob Virostick. Pleasure having you here, Jacob.
Oh, I love it. Beautiful night for some football, Sunday night.
Ohio State with a QB sneak, just trying to get past the goal line, and it looks like they got it.
Another touchdown by the Buckeyes. That's even a bigger lead for Ohio State. They're loving it over that sideline.
Yeah, but the claps on the sideline are few and far between after that kind of play. It seems the Ohio State fans have, they've seen enough. They've seen enough already. They don't want to get their hands tired, perhaps.
You know that.
It's going to pile it on for the Golden Grizzlies. Getting ready for the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. Now 56-0. 9:20 left to go. Clock is running.
So now here in the NCFA, they have a running clock rule. They have it in high schools here in Michigan as well. Once a team's up by so much points, around 45 or 50 points, the clock will keep running after a play stop, no matter what. Only on timeouts it'll stop, obviously. But if it goes out of bounds, it'll keep going. Stop for injured player. But now with the 56-0 lead here, with about 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter for Ohio State over Oakland, it looks like they're going to keep the clock running, to get the game over with.
Trying to finish this early.
Nobody wants to see, a 7-8-0 loss or even a bigger blowout. But Ohio State, they'll tell you they're just going to keep running their offense the way they plan to. So
They're going to keep running it until the Golden Grizzlies find a way to stop it.
exactly.
We're now 8.5 minutes. Oakland getting the rest of their kickoff unit on the field, or rather their return unit. Still looking for some communicating where to go.
This is the point where they're going to put some players on special teams or whatever that they haven't played before, just to get experience, just to make sure people don't get hurt. So we don't want that and see any more injuries here tonight.
The Golden Grizzlies shorthanded as it already is. As Garcia gets the kick return, takes it from the right of the field to the center to a horde of Buckeyes. Going to meet him at the 17-yard line.
That's been the story all day today. Today here. We've seen no blocking from the Oakland, special teams unit. They got to work on that in practice. Obviously, I'm sure they have been working on that, but Ohio State just been flying by, too physical, too strong for the Golden Grizzlies.
Ohio State, a homegrown team, much like the Golden Grizzlies. Even though Ohio State does have their D1 team, their club team, made of those from the area, from those who want to continue playing football. Not everyone gets to play D1 Ohio State football.
Yeah, right there down there in Columbus, a big city. It attracts attention. People know football down there very well.
Nathan Woolley hands it off to number 2, Quinn Thompson, with a head of steam, but runs into a brick wall. Stops suddenly.
This is why Ohio State's so good. They have a lot of depth. They get a lot of attention from the school. You know, people want to play for the D1 team. They see their club team. They say, hey, I'm still playing for Ohio State college football. No matter club or what, it's still college football here. So that's why they have a lot of depth here. It's just, it's good to see, you know, players getting played regardless of what level you're at, you know, especially for club. You know, if you never played football your entire life, hey, my university has it. I go play for them. You might love it. You never know.
Yeah.
We have a lot of new players here at Oakland who've never played football their entire life. So it's definitely good to see, you know, people, you know, enjoying the sport as it is. So definitely a good thing to see.
And to get a sense of the rosters, Oakland's team runs about the mid-20s in terms of men on the roster. Ohio State, they're looking towards the 40 mark. Here's a shotgun snap. Woolley launches it downfield, looking for his receiver. Incomplete pass, looking for Luke Steen on the sideline. A big arm on there for Nathan Woolley.
A little inaccurate, but that was a good throw, deep throw. So yeah, Oakland, you know, coming back to last year, they lost a lot of guys on the offensive side of the ball, both sides of the ball, but more of the offensive side. Lost a lot of wide receivers that either went away to different school, graduated, or, you know, football's not the best sport for everybody, so they step away and pursue other opportunities. So it's kind of hard to adjust a whole new set of, you know, offensive linemen, wide receivers. Your quarterback obviously is out. Evan Pletz is out. Running a whole offense compared to Ohio State, who has players that return, like almost 30 players returning, and it's just hard to go against that, you know, with a solid depth chart.
Yeah.
D-line, everywhere you see.
Yeah, Oakland running with only 9 returning players from last year's team, not including those injuries. Woolley takes a shotgun snap, drops back, throws it to the flat, incomplete too. Running back Thompson unable to get a hand on it before crossing the line of scrimmage.
Just a little low right there. A little higher might have been a few yard gained.
Makes it fourth down.
Here comes the punting unit for Oakland. Sabatino. Actually, he plays soccer. Very well-known soccer player here in Oakland.
Sabatino Volpe, that
Yeah.
is right.
I was talking to him the other day. He's like, I can't. I'm so excited for the game. You know, I think he looks more like a linebacker than a kicker. But
He's a big kid.
He's a big kid, yeah. But you know, he's, you know, great guy. You know, very great team player. Very hard driven. You know, he loves the sport. You know, new to the sport, but he loves it. So
Yeah, and luckily a kicker is a little more of a welcoming position, especially for those who played soccer.
exactly.
And there's that big kick going about towards midfield. Oakland punt unit following it, letting it wobble down all the way to the 41-yard line.
That's a good Oakland bounce right there. Bound.
It's about a 50-yard punt right there.
Yeah.
Big leg on Volpe.
So when you punt the ball, you want to go towards Ohio State. You want to keep going that way. That's, you know, one of the hidden things about football. If the ball hits the ground, you're getting a bounce. It's the football gods liking you that one time. That one snap, you never know this way or that way. So
The ball's shaped the way it is, and
The
it's
way-
going to go where it wants.
yeah. So he's probably happy about that one down there.
Give them a little bit of breathing room as the Ohio State offense returns to the field. Oakland's defense looking for an answer. Running clock going, 3.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Looks like they made some substitutions here for Ohio State with a new quarterback, new running back here at position right now.
3 receivers to the left. There's a handoff to number 13. Number 13 with plenty of grass, looking towards the sideline, gets the edge, falls short before the 50-yard line at about the 49. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain.
So this is where Ohio State, you know, if they, you know, they need to go to their depth chart at the running back position. They have players that can play. Number 13, Jack Lange, he's a speedy guy. You know, they made a good run right there late in the game. So if they need to go to the depth chart at any point in the season, they can definitely do that. They know they have players.
And Jack Lange been getting a lot of the carries after Thielen has been, putting on a show. And there goes number 13 once again. All the way down to the sideline, gets past the last defender. Oakland's chasing him. He's going to be run out of bounds.
There's a flag on the play.
Jack Lange with a big run, but we'll see where the flag takes it.
You just hate that. You hate to see it if you're a running back. Get a good explosive play like that. You look behind you. Someone got a block in the back or a face mask. It's like,
Somebody messed it up, and you're like, come on, man, how far do I got to run before you guys bring me back?
as a coach, you hate to see it if it's against Ohio State. It looks like it might be against Oakland, however, because they have not moved the ball back yet. A lot of penalties today. A lot of silly penalties on both sides.
A lot of, I mean, it is. A lot of it could be shaking off the rust. A lot of it could be the rivalry between the two schools. A lot of it could be just the frustration from the Oakland sideline. We're seeing helmets thrown. We're seeing And we're seeing hats being taken off, and it's just a lot of frustration. And you look at the scoreboard, and like, how can you be anything but?
It's as a former football player, it's hard to go out there and play the game you love, especially such a physical sport such as football. Being down 56-0, you don't want to go out there and keep giving up touchdowns or big plays such as this. Big first down here by Ohio State once again. That moves into Oakland territory.
Number 15, Patrick Parrish, taking it for himself.
Another
quarterback.
another depth chart key piece right there. Very good, very good Patrick. Very speedy as well. They have a lot of speedsters on the team.
It's like a track team. It's also like a wrestling team, and it's Ohio State. The roster there is something to be talked about for sure.
For sure.
Ohio State now into deep Oakland territory at the 11-yard line. First down. Going to hand it off. Going to take it to the outside, and the Oakland defense finally finds him. Swarms down in the backfield.
Great rush by the Oakland defense. However, the Ohio State running back never stopped chopping his feet. That's what you love to see out of a coach. Never give up on the play. But Oakland got down there. Evie and the other interior lineman got down there for a good loss of yards.
Yeah,
it's always nice to have.
Yeah, Jack Lange going down before passing the line of scrimmage. Yeah, you can tell the Oakland defense on that play specifically pulling the jersey, throwing him down, and they had their friends coming for him too. Ohio State gets ready on offense. Patrick Parrish directing traffic. Shotgun snap, hands it off. Fumbles the ball. Tries to fake the handoff, and it came out of the hands and onto the ground.
As a D lineman, you're loving to have an opportunity like that, scoop and score.
You see nothing but red and the football
Yes.
once a fumble comes if you're on the defense.
That's the third quarter right there. Fourth quarter action coming up soon with the running clock.
We're going to flip the field here. Who has that horn over there?
I don't know.
Someone's got one of those horns that you have at the traditional football games where you got like basically a marching band's worth of plastic horns blasting at the field.
Oh. All you need is that cowbell. The cowbell.
You need a noisemaker. I remember at football games when I was watching you at Dakota High School.
Yes.
Both Cougar alumni. Someone would bring one of those air horns, but it would sound like a monster truck horn.
Yeah, we heard it all the way down the field.
I'm sure.
We always had good crowds there at Dakota, and they still do here. Dakota's having a phenomenal start to a season right now. I didn't believe they're 4-0. They play Chippewa Valley this Friday, so it's a big game for them.
The big rivalry game against the Big Reds.
That's the biggest in the state, almost as big as Oakland and Ohio State, but I will definitely guarantee that game will be a lot closer. That's going to be a good crowd as well. We're having a good crowd right now, late in the game here. Still a very good crowd. People don't want to leave. It's a nice night. Why would you leave?
Of course. I mean, at the very least, coming out to the Oakland football game, coming out to the track and field complex here at Oakland University. It's a great way to get out, enjoy the fresh air, which is something that it sounds cliche to say, enjoy the fresh air, big deal. But when you're out here, you get that nice cool night. It's feeling like fall. It's feeling like that football weather.
Exactly.
You got to take advantage of that before it starts snowing outside and it's miserable.
It's one of the best times of the year if you're a football fan. This is heaven for you. Being outside, crisp, hoodie weather.
I love hoodie weather.
Yeah, it's the best time of the year for some people. For me, one of the best times of the year for football like this, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday. Can't be Friday Night Lights, but you can't be college football just like this.
That's right. As the fourth quarter gets started here, Ohio State on offense. That's Patrick Parrish scrambling right away, going all the way to the end zone for an Ohio State touchdown.
That's an easy touchdown right there for Patrick Parrish. He's loving that. His stats up.
Did not hesitate to scramble out of the pocket. He saw one pocket open, or he saw one hole open, and he took it.
Now, if you're Oakland, 62-0, you just want to get out of here at this point. You don't want to see any more points be put on the board. This is a big, big deficit, obviously. You want to get out there, let the guys play the offense, maybe get a touchdown or something, maybe get a field goal or whatever, just to get make the scoreboard look a little nicer. But for Oakland, though, this puts a little more fire in practice. Like, guys, we just lost 62-0.
The kick is up. The kick is
no good.
No good. I got the back.
Attempt is no good.
Looks like I had a hand on that one, and that one did not have the power as we've usually seen from the Ohio State kicking crew from David Reeve. But yeah, at this point, once it's past once it's 42-0, almost like in the second quarter, and 62-0, what's the difference at this point? The game has been out of reach. It's been a darn shame, but it's definitely something that the Golden Grizzlies are going to be learning from for the rest of the season.
Oh, for sure. They're going to have this, in their minds the entire rest of the way. This is one of the hardest opponents, and unfortunately they played them first. But you know what? That gets them fired. It's like, hey guys, we lost 62, probably 62-0 at home.
62 plus.
Yes, at home in front of the fans. We only have 2 home games this year, and we just blew one big, and now we want to, we don't want to be like, don't think we're here to play around. We have a history of being good, so I know that they're going to be fired up in the next game.
Yeah, you're going to have to take this to the rest of the season. There's still plenty of football left to play in the NCFA season. But you do have one home game left, and you better believe that the Oakland Golden Grizzlies are going to be taking it to the Loyola Chicago team once they come around here on October 14th.
That'll be a big game. That's homecoming as well, so expect a big turnout from the Golden Grizzlies fan base as well. Always a good game between the two.
Here's a big kick. Garcia for the return on the right side. Looking for a path here. He finds some Grizzly blockers. He gets a full head of steam here. He's going down the sideline. He's got the kicker to beat. And a big hit on the sideline. He gets into the Ohio State territory at the 43-yard line. Flag is thrown because, of course, after such a big play for the Golden Grizzlies, Garcia has been returning, on average, great for the Golden Grizzlies. He's had 2 of them go past the 50-yard line.
Looks like he might go against Ohio State here as maybe a late hit, but we'll see what happens. Very good return by Miguel Garcia, who's also another returning player. Very good key piece here in the Oakland offense and Oakland overall.
One of the few and proud returning players for the Golden Grizzlies. Looking forward in their schedule on September 30th, the Golden Grizzlies take on Michigan State at their house.
That would be a big game so last year, very big game for both teams. Last year, Oakland unfortunately lost 18-13 to Michigan State here.
And I heard there was some drama in that game.
There was some drama in the game, yes. Unfortunately, things don't go your way. That kind of was a big loss for Oakland. So I know, especially playing on their turf, going there and beating them there would be the best revenge for them in a while, because coming in here and losing to one of your in-state rivals, Michigan State, Oakland being a former Michigan State school.
That's right.
Never fun. You want to be your own school. But that will be a huge game for the Golden Grizzlies, another big Great Lakes Conference rival. So I know that they're ready to, put this behind them, get a new week of practice, get fresh, get healthy.
Gonna have to have a short memory for the Golden Grizzlies. There's Woolley, a deep pass towards Tyrese Johnson. Unable to get a hand underneath it. There was a chance for it.
Flag
and it
comes
looks like
out.
a flag is going to be thrown in the end zone there. Could it be pass interference to bring the Golden Grizzlies to the goal line and potentially put some points on the board?
Looks like it's going further, maybe even a better scoring opportunity for the Golden Grizzlies with that flag right there. It maybe pass interference.
There's a couple of Golden Grizzlies there, including Tyrese Johnson, looking to get underneath the ball, but no one was able to come up with it. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 5 for the Golden Grizzlies. Perhaps it was a defensive holding call as opposed to a pass interference.
Yes.
Giving them the 5 yards.
They'll take it. They're not going to be happy about that one.
You got to take it. You're getting close to the end zone. This could be the score. This could be preventing the 0 on the scoreboard for the Golden Grizzlies. And that's something, listen, it's 62 points. It's obviously bad, and it's obviously not going to make you feel better about the game, but it's got to make you feel a little bit better about the game,
Precisely.
I'm sure. You weren't shut out. No one can tell you that you got shut out.
Yeah, you never want to see a donut on your schedule when you look back previous years. You always want to see you score at least a little bit of points. Being shut out's the worst feeling for offense, especially for the defense, laying up 62 points. But it looks like they got a good opportunity here to score.
Nathan Woolley getting ready for the shotgun snap. He drops back. He's looking to his right side. He's getting rushed. He's stiff-arming the defender to get away from it, and he's fighting for his life back there. And he goes down for what seems like a 10-plus yard loss on the play.
Yeah, that's, Nathan Woolley, not the most experienced quarterback.
He's holding his shoulder there.
Looks
on
like he might
his
be a little
knee.
injured. That was a big hit. Now limping off the sideline, so.
He was wrestled by 2 Ohio State defenders, thrown down, holding his shoulder a little bit, but he's talking to Coach Billy Fedorov of the Golden Grizzlies, trying to get his head straight. You got to try and score on this one. Running clock, you got 9 minutes left, and that 9 minutes is going to go by in 9 minutes.
Yeah, precisely. Might feel like 5 minutes. 9 minutes does go by in 9 minutes, now that you think of it.
And with a run, if it keeps running,
You know, it goes by way faster if you're on the sideline. You look up, it's still 8 minutes ago. It's like, wow, it's going by fast. It's already about 9 o'clock, and game's already over, unfortunately.
Yeah, just about. Oakland's getting some late cheers from the crowd here.
Oakland faithful is very faithful indeed.
Gotta get this one touchdown on the board. Even if it's a field goal, you need points on the board to take that home with you, to say that you weren't shut out. Woolley back to pass. Looking, throws to his right side. Going up, Tyrese Johnson claiming that he was interfered. It looked like it. He was being bumped and boxed in. And the Ohio State defense seemed to be covering him at all angles.
Yeah, he was covered pretty well there by the Ohio State defensive backs. But now it's going to be a third down for Oakland. So now you're thinking, okay, well, why not we throw the ball deep, let the play loose, let the boys play. So, you know, at this point, you know, if you got to go for a field goal, we know Sabatino, he has the leg. You know, I think he said he nailed it from like 60 in practice the other day.
I saw him. He was getting some real good ones in practice, at least on Thursday.
That's a strong man.
Nathan Woolley powering through the punishment. You gotta think at the Ohio State, they're biasing their defense towards the right side because they know Woolley has only been throwing to that right side. It's his dominant arm.
Precisely.
Never played in the position before. You got to make it a little bit easier, but you got to assume that Ohio State knows this. And Woolley going out for a run, taking it himself. Big hit on the defender. Take it down 4 Ohio State defenders. I'm sure trying to get some frustration out. They're lining up the shoulder, lowering the shoulder into the defender. It took 3 Ohio State defenders to get him down.
That's a tough man to lower the shoulder like that. Usually a lot of quarterbacks just go and slide. They don't want to get hurt. But he lowered the shoulder. He played tough like that.
He's no quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting some reassurance from Coach Fedorov. Bringing the play call to the guys.
That's what you want to see out of a player, though. You want to see a player who doesn't care what the score is or hit, no matter what time it is, you know, what score it is, like I said. So that's great to see, you know, he's still playing the game of football the way it's meant to be played.
It looks like they're not taking the field goal. They're going to go for it on 4th down. It's about 4th and 13 on the 15-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Drops back. Throws it towards center. No one's there, not in time.
Had a man, Miguel Garcia, open, just threw it a little bit too quickly. Does have an arm, though.
Looked like it was TK Henry was a targeted receiver there.
Gotcha.
In the end zone. Would have been a touchdown, but it's going to be a turnover on downs. Got almost 6 minutes left to go in the game here. 62-0, Ohio State lead in Rochester Hills on WXOU. Giovanni Moceri alongside Jacob Virostick.
That's great to be out here. Phenomenal night.
Yeah, as ugly as the game has been, it's been a great night for football. It's been a great night to bring the community together.
Exactly.
For the only show in town, to put it that way.
Exactly.
Pontiac Silverdome's been gone for a long time, and this crowd here is looking for some football in any way, shape, or form, and they got it.
Yeah. With the Lions losing today, it would have been nice to see Oakland pull it out, but fortunately, that's not the case.
37-31, Seahawks beat the Lions earlier today. Golden Grizzlies get ready on defense, Ohio State. Here's the snap. Hands it off, and fake handoff. Got the running back down, but it looks like Patrick Parrish is going to take it all the way. Pulling away. Oakland's getting close there. Can they stop him at the goal line? Patrick Parrish is going to take it all the way on the first play of their drive in the 4th quarter.
That's another touchdown by Ohio State. You know the coaches of the Oakland Southern aren't going to be happy about that, but you know James Craig will tell you he's just running his offense the way it was meant to be run. But that's another very, very, very embarrassing play by Oakland, laying up a huge run like that. You know it's going to kill them seeing that. Now it's 68-0. That's a big score.
Jack Lange was taken down in the backfield until they realized that he doesn't have the ball and Parrish is all the way down the field.
That's
frustrating.
This might be one of the worst losses in Oakland history.
The extra point getting ready to go here. David Reeve up and it is good, and they are especially excited. The score now 69-0.
Exactly.
Nice.
So now it's going to be Oakland ball, and you know they're probably just going to run the clock out. They're probably just going to keep moving the ball best they can.
Night.
You don't want to give Ohio State the ball back and let them score again. Nobody likes to see a 70 score on the scoreboard. Nobody likes to see a 69 score on the scoreboard, especially for football next to a donut.
Doesn't quite. This is one of the more lopsided games that you'll see here. But the Golden Grizzlies continue on. 4 minutes left to go. Going to see if they can get anything going on offense as they're getting ready to receive the kick.
Yeah, for the 9th meeting all time between these two teams, this is not the way I would think both of them expected. You know, I think that Ohio State probably came here thinking, hey, we beat Oakland last year. We have a great team. Maybe we'll beat them, but it'll probably be a close game. It was a chippy game, and Oakland obviously was thinking it didn't turn into a 69-0 plus loss with their great rival. So this is going to add more fuel to the fire, I think, for Oakland. And Ohio State, they're feeling good about themselves, riding the high to the next game next week. So both teams, obviously something to look forward to at least.
Oakland receives the kick. Thompson with it. Got a head of steam up the right sideline. Keeps going, pass, and it gets down to the 43-yard line. I thought he was going to be out at the 50.
Henry on the return.
TK Henry,
return.
forgive me.
Across the 50-yard line. Ball's placed. OU first and 10.
TK Henry with a big return. Oakland's been getting these good returns and been getting decent field position, but when it gets down to it, I mean, you're down to a third-string quarterback here. Evan Pletz is out. Jaheim Frazier was benched, and now you got the tight end / outside linebacker Nathan Woolley playing quarterback, who's got a rocket arm but has some practice to do with the accuracy part of it.
Precisely, yeah. So if you're Oakland, you just want to get out of here. As bad as it sounds, you just want to get out. You want to end the game. At least they know what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are. Obviously, Jaheim is a very great athlete, has an arm. O-line, very good as well. Get a little good edge rush, but like I said, Ohio State, very good defensive line, very good sentimentally found, very good O-line as well. It's just hard to play against a team who has a great team like that.
And there's the first completion for Woolley in the middle of the field for Miguel Garcia.
Miguel Garcia.
And the crowd goes wild for the first completion.
Second and short for the Grizzlies.
No, for the score right now, we do have a good crowd on hand. This is awesome to see for the Oakland Golden Grizzly fans.
Here's a shotgun snap. Pass towards the right. There's a second completion to Garcia again.
Near the 30-yard line.
That was a good throw by Nathan Woolley right there to Miguel.
That's going to be a third down, almost a first.
Would like to see that 3 quarters ago, though.
That's right. Now it's going to be. Yeah, it's a first down. I was thinking the stick, showing which down it was, went past the sticks. I'm like, do they know it's a first down? And the crowd getting involved here. Woolley, deep pass to the right sideline.
Incomplete.
Tyrese Johnson not able to get there in time.
Tyrese is looking for that 7 yards right now.
He wants
that
to
record.
get into the record books of Oakland University receiving.
I know as a leader right now, the team, Tyrese is going to, be a true leader. He's a great person, a great motivator, a great teammate. So he's going to have a great week of practice. I'll say that. The whole team will.
This is going to be a tough week of practice. It's going to be a tough film session, but as painful as it is to look at, it's going to be important for them to continue in the season.
It's never fun that when film comes, you're sitting in the room and the laser pointer hits you on the screen. It's like, what are we doing here? You just got to say, hey, man, that's on me, coach. But
accountability is huge. Here's the snap. Woolley to throw. Big throw up the right sideline. In the end zone. Comes up incomplete. Looking for Garcia there.
Deep throw. Woolley does have an arm on him.
If you continue him in practice, maybe the accuracy could get a little bit better. Then we might see some high-flying offense on the Oakland Golden Grizzly squad.
Looks like that was the last play of the game, though, however.
Well, look at that. Time sure does fly when you're having fun here. Got 5 seconds left on the clock here. It looks like that will be the game. Everyone's lining up for handshakes. Zeros on the clock. And that will close out the game here. Opening night for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies facing Ohio State, losing 69-0. And Oakland will now move on September 30th at Michigan State to take on the in-conference Spartans. But the next home game, you can hear that on WXOU. It's going to be October 14th, 7 p.m. Pre-game going to be on 6:50 at 6:50 on WXOU. Myself, Mr. Virostick, as well as Jake Masucci will be on the call for the Golden Grizzlies. That's going to be October 14th, 7 o'clock. But that's going to close things out here from Rochester Hills, 88.3 FM WXOU. The Golden Grizzlies fall to the Buckeyes, 69-0. We're going to send it back to Harge in the studio. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and we'll see you next time.